Hi, this is Camilla Blossom, and I'm going to be reading from my book today, Sacred Spirits of Gaia, Co-Creating a New Earth with Fairies, Elementals, Ancestors, and Spirits of Land. And today I am told to read you the magical meetings with water elementals. So sit back and relax and enjoy these stories and voices of the water beings. Magical Meetings with Water Elementals, Chapter 6. Water Dragon, Seaweed Woman, Dolphins and Whales, Water Devas, and Mermaid. My nature is such that I easily merge with water and its movement and become one with the element. The water elementals represent emotions. I'm well suited to be a water person as a feeler. I feel deeply. My emotions can well up, overtake me, become stuck, and even overwhelm me. And they guide me to my truth. My elemental design has not always been easy, yet it has served me well in my communication with nature. Nature communicates through the language of feelings, through the heart. I listen with the ears of my heart and merge into the beauty that surrounds me. And I follow the gut feelings of my sacral womb area, my second heart. A meeting with a mermaid opened me up to honoring and caring for sacred water of the earth, as well as my own emotional waters. This period of my life was one of deep transformation and surrender. I met a mermaid in the Hood River named Britta. From this meeting came my schooling about the importance of water. My emotional healing process, as well as relationship with the sacred feminine and the ancient wisdom of the grandmothers, took on greater importance. I gave love and attention to the waters of Gaia and even offered flower essences to the waters as a vibrational medicine for planetary healing and rebalancing. It was during this time that I spread my wings and left the small town of Hood River, Oregon, and ventured out into sacred lands and waters of Gaia. I met Marshall, Golden Eagle, Jack, and journeyed with him from 2010 through 2013 as per the guidance of the grandmothers. We were guided to travel on behalf of water and went from community to community, teaching about the sacredness of water, community, doing water ceremony that included creating water wheels and offering ancestral lineage healing. We met other light workers, medicine people, indigenous elders, grandmothers, and leaders who cared for the waters and spirit of land in the Southwest, the West Coast, Pacific Northwest, Texas, and Hawaii. My heart still feels a deep resonance of beauty well up with a grateful overflow of feelings when I remember empathically experiencing the way Indigenous elders love Mother Earth. As they sang their medicine songs and shared their stories, I felt the depths of my resonant heart stir with greater love. I often cried with inner joy at meeting others who were so deeply in love with Mother Earth. These experiences were deeply touching. I always felt more alive in these moments and more willing to continue my loving service to the planet. This is a message from the mermaids. We want to help you get a real sense of your magical nature and how you can use your feelings in a direct way to create more of what you want in your life. We are always here for you, and we work with star dolphins and earth whale record keepers to help you repattern old ways into new ways for a new earth and your crystalline body. Just ask for what you need. We adore you and want you to have more fun doing what you love most. The water elementals connect us to our emotions, our feeling nature, heart healing, creative imagination, intuition, and dreams. The spirit of water reflects our truest self. We meet our heart and true feelings when we meet water elementals. They keep our heart open and the feelings flowing. They activate our dreamtime journeys. Water beings are very dreamy, mystical, sensual, and love to relate with humans. Water opens our psychic field and carries us into states of bliss and ecstasy. Water elementals are present at our birth and stay with us throughout our lives. We can surrender to merging with the energy and light of water in order to connect and commune with water elementals. Water dragon, seaweed woman, whales, dolphins, water deva, and mermaid. The easiest way to do this is to feel our feelings, be present with ourselves and our body elemental, surrender our thoughts, ideas, plans, and any armoring into flow. Move into self-acceptance by accepting everything that comes to mind, even the stuff that feels conflicted within us. Holding ourselves in a space of love and being present for all our moods and sensations will help us accept our suffering, shadows, and deepen delight in our humanity. No, it may not be easy, yet if we feel it, we will heal it. Our emotions are not who we are. Hang in there for a few minutes. Ask the water elementals to heal and harmonize you. Gratitude elevates your communication and connection with water elementals. Pay it forward. It is often the small things you do that make the biggest impact on energizing the spirit of water. Even taking a moment in the shower to thank water in a loving way feeds the elemental spirits and helps them remember their pure origins. Simple things feed positive energy to water dragon, mermaids, and water elementals, and even energize their purpose. This includes assisting you with the flow of emotional water inside your own body. Caring for water and caring for yourself go hand in hand as a sacred way to balance the sacred circle of reciprocity. Giving and receiving become one flow of energy that benefits all. Water dragon. I'm going to get the artwork for you. This is water dragon. Become crystalline light. I am elemental guardian of water and primordial force of creation. I spiritualize into crystalline light. I harmonize precious wells, springs, rivers, lakes, and seas by enlightening, mesmerizing, and oxygenating water molecules. I spiral swim powerfully to serve this purpose, up and down and back and forth. I carry emotional truths through imprinted memories and codex of creation for these evolutionary times. This is a message from the water dragon. Create an altar, make a space for rebirth. We love to swim around and within your energy and transform with our blue-green magical nature. Place shells and statues for a water altar. Place clear quartz crystals in a circle and put 2 pearls in the center as my eyes. When you need to welcome flow because resistance or fear arises, sit by my altar and receive. Let your body feel my swimming movements so you can experience my energy and the patterns I create. Watch the directions I swim and what symbols are created. These are clues to the energy that is needed for your body and your soul right now. Welcome my watery ways. Receive the flowing patterns as medicine. That's the water dragon. During a visit to the banks of the Colorado River, I met a huge elemental water dragon. After connecting, I started to walk away from the riverbank, but I felt a mouth gripping my shirt sleeve. I was being pulled back to the river's edge by a water dragon. Okay, I'm here. What do you want to show me? The beautiful gold and red water dragon danced in a vertical spiral on the water. Around and around it spiraled, as if to confirm that the flow of the water wheel altars we had created were in sync with what the elementals needed. The water dragon then showed me the circulation of energy it created as it swam in spirals, horizontally up and down the large river, in order to keep the energy of water oxygenated and flowing. It felt like a confirmation of our water wheels, a thank you, and an encouragement to continue and share information about water. The water dragon showed me the power of the spiral. Water dragon communicated the importance of simple actions like coming down to the water with gratitude. Our actions make a huge difference to the elementals and spirits of water. They feel and experience our human appreciation and gratitude deeply. Our love and appreciation is actually food for the elemental spirits. It gives them more energy. With more energy, elementals can take care of waterways and deal with challenges facing water. The dragon suggested more celebrations and spiral dancing near waterways that include children. This is a perfect example of how to co-create with the nature elementals. Thank you, water. From a bird's eye view, the Columbia River moves and flows like a water dragon swimming west, back to meet the ocean mother. Right before it reaches home, the dragon's neck rises north and its head is held high for the final lap. During a powerful full moon trip to the Washington coast, I camped at the mouth of the Columbia River, the mouth of the dragon. The fresh waters of Wimma River, the Chinook name for the river, flow for 1,200 miles until they meet the sea. The mouth is a place the Chinook calls Kahis, where the sweet waters mix with the seawater. It is surprisingly calm and wildly turbulent, rather like a dragon. I met a water dragon in the Columbia River too. It was summer solstice on the Columbia River, and the water dragon revealed itself in a powerful windswept steel blue swells. I had gathered with friends Catherine and Scott Cluse and a group of healers that are attuned to the waters, and we made offering to the waters by Viento Park near Hood River, Oregon. We sang water songs. As we sang, I had a vision of the Columbia River dragon beginning to show itself and animate the river with its beautiful colors, power, and magic. I like to see what colors appear, as that gives me more information about a dragon. I saw green and red scales, and the water dragon was lulled by the magical songs we sang. In particular, the Columbia River water dragon seemed to love the voice of one of the women. I encouraged her to keep singing her songs. I told her to sing to the water dragon, and they would connect with her energetically. We could feel a powerful exchange of love and energy transferring back and forth between them. It felt so exquisitely beautiful. We were all mesmerized by this encounter. I realized that different places, dragons, and people may have special affinities for each other. Dragons prefer working with people who have a pure heart. They will be very loyal and committed to their relationship with us in service as guardians of Gaia. They love to reconnect with those souls who have worked with them before or have been initiated as dragon keepers. Many people are opening to relationship with dragons now. It is best to approach them with a strong intent if you wish to engage with them. Dragons have experienced hard times when they were neglected, covered over with pollution or human emotional debris, or used to manipulate and cast fear over others. We do not want to subject them to this fate again. More information is surfacing about the origins of elemental dragons that will help you foster healthier relationships with them. And I'm not referring to reptilian or dark dragons here. Humans and dragons are ideal co-creative partners who want to work together to heal, harmonize, watch over, and make energetic repairs to Mother Earth, the grids, and the elements. Some of us are even dragon healers. I had a water dragon come to me for help when I was teaching an apprentice at St. Cloud's Wayside along the Columbia River. This blue dragon was sad and emotionally congested. It had energy debris on its body that hindered its work for the waters. We were guided to offer some energy healing for the water dragon. It gladly accepted help. It was quite remarkable to witness and experience the shift of energy as we supported the blue water dragon in clearing its energy body. It was very grateful to have the help and flew off in a happier state of freedom. Dragons are waiting to connect with their human companions. I've had visions of a sky full of flying dragons that came to me to say they really, really wanted to connect with their humans. That is why I like to teach people about them and try to introduce humans and dragons to each other. Yet I realize not everyone is ready to engage with these powerful enlightened beings. If you want to work with them, you will feel called or magnetically attracted to them. Dragons are guides and guardians for our awakening process. The big island of Hawaii is called Isle of Dragons. When I first visited, I came to offer a water ceremony. I met kahunas, healers, lightworkers, Lemurian grandmothers, medicine people for a ceremony to honor the water with the Hawaiian children at the ancestral lands near Kealakekua Bay. We honored the waters and elevated our prayers for the earth across from an ancient Lemurian beach. During this time, I had a number of powerful dragon experiences. The most powerful was visiting South Beach with friends. Everyone in our group had a strong dragon keeper soul energy imprint. What we found on the beach blew us away. Amaya was walking along the beach and found a huge rock the size and shape of a dragon skull. She waved us over and we began looking at this unusually shaped rock. We came to the same conclusion that this volcanic stone, embedded with green, glassy olivine, was a petrified dragon skull in its final resting place. We were overcome by the realization, began honoring the dragon and listening to its spirit. It communicated that it formerly worked to connect the volcano with the ocean and circulated energy in the south of the island. We thanked it for its work. Shortly afterwards, I was walking with Amaya back to our rental place, and a woman followed us up the stairway. We stopped and decided to chat with her. Out of the blue, she began telling us that some humans have the same DNA as elemental dragons. Who was this woman? She was a messenger, obviously. Later that day, Amaya and I created a 7-dragon eye altar at the beach to celebrate our connection with dragons. During a 2022 meditation with a friend of Chinese descent, we connected our consciousness with the goddess Kuan Yin. I felt her lovely, subtle, feminine light infuse my body, and then I asked to tune into the water dragon she rides. This dragon has always intrigued me. As I opened, I entered the dragon's world, and greater light poured into my body and heart. I felt expansive and full of golden Christ Sophia consciousness energy. The dragon began communicating. Kuan Yin's dragon told me it was depicted in art as a symbol of illusion. The legend states that Kuan Yin was seen piercing the illusion by riding the dragon and taming it. The dragon told me a different story. The water dragon is the piercer into the heart of illusion. This is what dragons do. They do not need to tame. We do not need to tame dragons. We need to co-create with them. They told me telepathically that they are keepers of the light of humanity in Gaia. Dragons are enlightenment. They are here to help us move through the awakening of humanity. As I infused this wisdom into my body, I saw golden dragons everywhere. They were moving, flowing, dancing, and communicating. Many of them have been slumbering, but had recently awakened and were ready to work with humanity. They want to work with all of us as guardians and guides to our ascension process. They are here to weave healing and co-creative magic in the process of ascension for ourselves and our precious planet. Water dragons are master healers of our emotional fields and bring awareness to what is under the surface. Being underwater represents our subconscious mind and the part of us that is hidden from conscious awareness. One way they work is through color rainbows and bubbles. The full spectrum of frequencies contained in colorful rainbows is a very balancing remedy. Since crystalline energy loves rainbow plays of color, there is a watery attunement with this kind of healing. Rainbows are commonly seen in water bubbles, crystals, raindrops, dew, waterfalls, rain clouds, and other water sources. This plays into the interaction and interchanges between the different elementals and the elements they work with. I describe elemental dragons in this book as water, fire, earth, air, yet many elementals contain a blending of 2 or 3 elements. For example, water elements and water dragons may carry fire energy to sparkle up their energy and give water more spiritual energy. Water dragons use air to oxygenate and create effervescence in the waters. In addition, elemental dragons work well together to build balance and harmony to waters, lands, planetary healing and guardianship, and all their endeavors. You can connect with a water dragon as an ally or aspect of your being. Water dragons are very nurturing as loved ones. Some people have water dragon guardians and guardian dragons of every element. Feel free to request a meeting with your water dragon. You can also open to meeting and conversing with mother dragons. I recommend you try the rituals below to engage with these beautiful beings of light. Co-creating with water dragons. This is from Voice of the Water Dragon. Visit the largest body of water nearby. Ask to connect with me to attune to the elemental power of water. Dance walk in a spiral pattern, and at the center, face your palms toward me and watch or feel for my movements. Altar and invocation for connecting with Water Dragon. Create an altar for water dragons by selecting a place by water or somewhere that you can place a bowl of water. Ask water dragons to help guide you as you gather and place shells, statues, 2 pearls, and a circle of clear quartz crystals on your altar. Calm yourself by breathing into your heart space. Say the following invocation out loud at your altar to honor and call in a water dragon. Calling water dragon, I give my offering of love to the water dragon of these waters. Please receive my gift with gratitude and appreciation for your power, beauty, presence, and song. I ask for permission to connect with you and your waters. I wish to learn about you, listen to you, and bring myself into alignment with you. I wish to be of service to you and water dragons everywhere. Show me how to honor your service as a conduit of higher light and healing frequencies. Show me how I can be of service as a conduit of light and healing for water dragons. Thank you for connecting with me today. Open to receiving answers for how to best connect and be of service. Trust any feelings, sensations, impulses, channeling, sound, or subtle inclining you experience. When you finish your ritual, release the water dragon by saying, "Thank you, water dragon, for connecting with me today. I am very grateful. I ask that we release our energetic ceremony at this time. May you return to your perfect place. Thank you." Crystalline light activation. After connecting with Water Dragon, open to their presence and express your gratitude at this meeting. What do you feel? What colors do you see? Open to watery sensations, bubbles, effervescence, waves, calm waters, weightlessness, ripples, rainbow drops. Ask to receive a crystalline light activation from Water Dragon. Relax and receive the energy transmission. Take your time. Allow your emotional body to be washed and cleansed. Open to experiencing your diamond body or a sense of your crystalline light body. Notice what you experience and how you feel in your body during this experience. And then write about your activation in a journal. Our next chapter, our next section is about Seaweed Woman. Seaweed Woman, claim your inner ocean goddess. I am Seaweed Woman, and I live within you. I am your inner queen, an ocean goddess born of the sacred seas. I hold the hidden mysteries where treasures lie in wait. You are a precious treasure of the sea. Open to your inner waters to connect with me. Tune to the watery ways of creation. Listen to the ocean waves, a rushing river, or a cascading waterfall. Surrender to the ebb and flow of your life. Your wisdom, knowledge, and truth lie deep in the ways of the sea. The seaweed queen graces a throne of seaweed, barnacles, and choice pieces of oceanic treasures. She is not in want of anything. All her pleasures and desires and fulfillment are hers always. She graces the sea with her spirit and befriends all the life of the sea, all the animals, fish, mermaids, dolphins, whales, jellyfish, coral, and exquisite light beings in this vast fluid kingdom. Hers is a kingdom of plenty. All is available within easy reach. All is instilled with a deep sacred honoring. She knows her place and her purpose in the great scheme of things. What troubled her most is the ancient ways that are lost to the people of the lands. They have forgotten their place in this ocean. They have become unconscious to the parallel of their life and the life of the sea. She wanted to come into the women and men to speak through them, to tell the tales of the sea and the magic of the waters and the life of the yet unborn. This is her way. Seaweed Woman, or Seaweed Queen, wants to express herself through the women and men who walk on the earth and live near the sea. She wants to offer us a fluid abundance of life, attuned to the watery ways of creation, to hold our bodies in the sacred element of water, to remember our birthing process and where we came from. She wants us to live from this place of deep honoring and remembering of how ancient our knowledge and truth is in the ways of the Earth Mother and her vast oceans. She wants us to taste the salt in our tears, the truth in our remembering, the cosmos in our waters. Let us remember how to align with the great mystery and the vast emptiness of space, forever challenging us to give up our illusions. There is more than we can ever possibly imagine, in a new way of diving deep into the unknown. I met Seaweed Woman on my way to Sequim, Washington, on the Olympic Peninsula. Surprised to see beautiful crashing ocean waves, I realized I'd driven the wrong way and was now at the ocean. But I was thrilled. I stopped my car and happily ran down to the beach. I opened ceremonial space and blessed the ocean's vastness. As I soaked in her beauty, a vision came to me. A woman, goddess, spirit, dressed in white, emerged from the water, carrying a limp woman covered in seaweed. Several children graced her heels. The goddess laid the seaweed woman on the sand I asked her what I could do for her. I felt compelled to bring her to me, hold her in my arms, and allow her to become part of me. She merged with my essence. As we did this, I felt a strong sense of coming home. I thanked the sea for my gift. My inner knowing revealed 6 more seaweed women coming out of the sea, heading towards 6 women I knew who were ready for her. I was given a message that the seaweed woman needed to become part of all women and the feminine within male bodies everywhere. Right after my experience, I drove to my friend's house. Synchronicity brought me together with the chief of the Northwest Macaw tribe. Les was visiting my friend Victoria. I shared my story with him and told him my vision. He seemed excited to hear my vision and told me this was the Macaw creation story. Many of the old legends are lost as elders pass away. He encouraged me to write these down and share them. Les drummed and sang me his tribal songs, and I was transported to another time when the whales spoke to me with their songs. The land I was called to by the ancestors told me its story. It felt like I was remembering my story too. On the cusp of 2021, I revisited the area of Kalaloch Beach on the Olympic Peninsula, where I had my original vision of Seaweed Woman years before. As I drove closer, I burst into tears. I heard the land whisper to me that this was home. My body remembered this place, and the spirits of land welcomed me home. I missed them. I made offerings and expressed my gratitude that I was with the spirits and that I was remembered. I felt part of the land. I was given a stone from the beach to carry home so I could hold a piece of home whenever I needed it. The stone sleeps with me and I use it as a touchstone. When I access the energies of Lemuria and the Lemurian grandmothers in meditation, I experience Seaweed Woman's qualities of mystery and magic. I feel her presence when I am by the sea. Oceanic energy rises within me to remind me of a gentler way of being. Seaweed Woman has become embedded in my being as I accept and delight in my watery nature. There is a surrendering to love of my emotional nature and a deeper honoring of how feeling sensations wish to flow within my body, womb, and heart without resistance. You may have a natural knowledge of Seaweed Woman, even if you haven't met her before. She lives within you. Imagine her swimming in the ocean, swishing through columns of seaweed and dancing in the waves. Imagine her within your waters, leading you to your precious treasure. Listen to her stories. You can attune with her energy at the sea or in the process of surrendering to the ebb and flow of life. You may even feel humbled by the great oceanic expanse as a tapestry of creation. Welcome the unknown and the great mystery that the ocean and Seaweed Woman represent. Co-creating with Seaweed Woman. Seaweed Woman Ritual. And this is from the voice of Seaweed Woman. Take an ocean swim or a salty bath and call on me. Let salty waters cleanse your soul and bless your birth. Let me rock your body in my sacred element of water so you can remember. Remember your ancient seaweed self and the stories of the lands. We also have a ritual called Goddess Rhythm Ritual. Attune to your body and the day's daily rhythms of ebb and flow for better self-care. When you wake in the morning, ask, how does my body feel today? What is the energy of the day? Honor how your body feels and how the day feels. Know that your body responds to the energy of the day, so tuning into your body will help you trust in the day's rhythm, flow, and vice versa. After honoring how you feel, you can enhance your day by choosing how you wish to align with the day's rhythm. Say, I wish to optimize my day for magical, beneficial experiences. If you or the day feels quiet, then rest, be gentle, and slow down on those ebb days. If you or the day has more energy, go ahead and initiate movement, action, and allow the flow. Trust that each day, or part of the day, is aligned with the greater rhythm of your life. Everything will be known to you and accomplished by you at exactly the right moment. Our next section is Dolphin and Whale. Dolphin and whale make evolutionary leaps. We cetaceans are guardians of the ocean, yet we can travel everywhere in spirit form. I am dolphin and model playfulness, pod mind, we versus me mindset, and inspire evolutionary shifts in human cultural patterning. I create leaps of consciousness, open to joyful, freeing experiences. Connect with me through art, travel, and play. I am whale and I sing sacred songs needed for Mother Earth and all of creation. My sound frequencies balance water, earth grids, and human bodies. My body is a library of Mother Earth's history. Whales can help you awaken trust in your inner knowing. This is a poem I wrote. Whale Mama finishes birth of her son to the waters of life for her womb, from her womb of light. Whale Mama celebrates the body's releasing process. The threads and cords complete. New love formations join with her offspring, allow creative flourishing and peace inside her womb. Baby gushes forth into new world space, ready for the miraculous journey that is eternal. Whale Mama nurses her wounds of birth, the cycles now brought tenderly into alignment. All are holding her, her lineage, her roots, the waters. The flowers and trees all gather around for her birthing too. Whale Mama's eyes shine through the womb of light to her new son and her watery creations and relations. In a huge leap of faith, I moved to the big island of Hawaii in 2017 and spent the first 2 weeks camping on the Ho'okena beach. I did not know a soul on the island. I sold everything I owned to move there. I looked out at the stretch of ocean before me and realized I was thousands and thousands of miles away from anyone I knew and loved. My heart felt sad, yet here I was on a beautiful beach with savings in my bank account, potential adventures at my feet. My heart told me to come here and trust what would unfold. Early one morning, I heard someone call out, "Dolphins!" I looked out and saw dolphins leaping above the ocean waters. Everyone was grabbing snorkels and fins and SUP boards to go take a closer look. I rented my snorkel gear and swam out into the turquoise waters. The water was cool on entry. I was too excited to care. Swimming will warm me up, I reminded myself. As I got closer, I watched spinner dolphins leaping and spinning up and out of the water and diving back in. I was overcome with delight. As I focused my mask down into the beautiful waters, I saw dolphins beneath me. They were swimming and circling and playing in pods. I swam gently over them and watched as deep joy danced in my heart. This is exactly where I need to be. After some time, I surfaced for air and watched them jump out of the waters with leaps, splashes, and squeaks. Right in front of me, two dolphins leapt high out of the water, first one spinning dolphin and then the other. They seemed to be trying to outdo each other's spinning. They delighted in their display as if performing for me. Back and forth, they danced and leapt. Their sound was such a boisterous and delightful call that I sounded back and began imitated their squeaking sounds. I called out, "I love you." They seemed to respond to my response with higher spins. And a woman straddling a paddleboard witnessed this whole exchange. She called back, "They love you too." For many years previously, I created medicine wheels for water healing and energizing of water elementals. We call them water wheels. Most of them were created with Marshall Golden Eagle Jack when we traveled during 2010 to 2013. Also, I participated in water wheel creation and ceremony with others, including two magical women, Grandmother Robbie Lab and Grandmother Ellie Trichter. Grandmother Ellie spearheaded the creation of numerous water wheels up and down the Columbia River. I participated in water ceremonies in Hood River, the mouth of the Klickitat River, the mouth of the Deschutes River, the White Salmon River near Pateau, Mount Adams, the mouth of the Sandy River, and at Biento Park, as well as other locations in the area. The final place to culminate the Columbia River Gorge water wheels was at the mouth of the Columbia River in Astoria, Oregon. Grandmother Ellie and her friend Hannah and I journeyed there to complete this project. In addition, we placed crystals on each side of the river, the North Shore in Washington State and the Southern Shore in Oregon. We walked out on a pier of rock, sand, and timbers to access the deeper waters and place crystals in a good place. There were other people walking, fishing, wandering the sandy beach nearby. A family was sitting on the rocky shore watching the waters. We chose a spot to toss the crystals into the sea near the family. Each one of us held a quartz crystal as we blessed it before we threw it in. 1, 2, 3, toss. 3 crystals entered the water as we gazed at the spot. In a flash, a black dolphin surfaced and arched through the water 3 times. Then it was gone. All 3 of us saw the dolphin jump 3 times. No one else around seemed to notice or respond. I had no idea there was dolphins or porpoises in these area waters, but our ceremony seemed to call them out to give us the message from the waters. Thank you. I had a very long labor when birthing my son at home in 1994. My water broke and I had contractions on and off for more than 24 hours. I held fast and wanting to avoid the hospital at all costs, but as the hours and days stretched on, it became clear that I needed to let go of attachments as to how my baby was delivered. My naturopath and midwife and I agreed I would go to the hospital in the morning if I was not in active labor by then. That night, around 8 p.m., labor kicked in strongly and consistently. Labor progressed, but then when I was ready to push my baby out, labor slowed as the umbilical cord was wrapped in a precarious way, and my baby's hand was up near his mouth as well. He was stuck and his heart was stressed. They placed an oxygen mask on my face. It got very tense in the room. As an empath, I could feel everyone's stress and exhaustion, as well as the depth of my own. The naturopath told me I needed to birth my baby as soon as I could. So I called out to everyone gathered with me to please put their entire focus on my birthing my baby. Everyone seemed distracted, so I told them I could only do this with the help of everyone in the room. Focus, please. I told them I would be making big sounds now. I needed to do that. And then I wailed. I made very, very deep, loud wail sounds that came from my very core, in the core of the earth and the sea. I'd never heard these sounds coming out of myself or anyone else before. I was tapping into the intense creation energy of birth. Somehow I knew these wail sounds and felt the whales were with me. I kept sounding, chanting, and deeply moaning until my son was born. On a snowy, sunny November morning at 9:07, my beautiful baby boy was born with a naturopath, a midwife, a doula, and my then husband surrounding me. After his birth, my son's grandmother drew up his astrological birth chart, and I discovered he was born just 7 minutes into being a Leo moon. We named him Wells. Often when Wells introduces himself, people think his name is Wales. Some years after Wells's birth, I went to see Tammy Kent for a pelvic healing. Tammy worked with me and identified that my body was still holding onto the energy of childbirth. I needed to energetically release my son completely. Tammy did her healing release process with me, and I had a mystical experience of visioning my baby as a baby whale swimming away from my body after birth and moving more fully into his own space. It was very touching and emotional letting go experience for me. I believe this process helped me create a healthier relationship with my son going forward. I could respect him as a separate being and delight in him growing up and finding his own way without any energetic interference or mama cords or apron strings. Becoming mother gave me lots of opportunity for healing codependent patterns. I was very overprotective of him as a baby. I wanted to make sure my son was safe, held, and given plenty of attention as I was rebalancing my lineage. I wrote the poem earlier about immediately after my experience of rebirthing my son and myself. You may also have a deep resonance with dolphin, whale, or both. You are responding to a multidimensional life calling from these higher frequency dancers that bless life on Earth. I still remember one of my favorite scenes from a Star Trek movie. After endless screen time in space, we arrived back on Earth to witness a beautiful breaching whale. Somehow this scene took my breath away like no other scene in the film. My love for Earth was shining through. Whale and dolphin want to co-create a new Earth with you through creative visionary experiences and respecting and honoring of the waters. Oh, I forgot to put this here. Co-creating with dolphins and whales. Dolphin and whale ritual from the Dolphins and Whales. Visit the ocean or take a salted bath. Taste and smell the salt or hold a shell to attune to our energy. Ask us to surface in your consciousness and bring you sound frequencies, healing, activation, and visions of alignment. Healing and repatterning with dolphins. Dolphins are very playful and can help you open up to having more fun. Even if you don't live by the ocean, you can call these high dimensional beings into your space and ask them to bring healing to help you shift out of old patterns, including belief systems, behaviors, and ways of being that no longer serve you. This will align your DNA and energy body with new octaves of light, fun, and playfulness. Whale sound healing. You can listen to whale sounds on Spotify, YouTube, and other sources. Open your heart and receive the song of the whales. Their songs and frequencies can accelerate healing and move you into deeper states of restoration, remembrance, and transformation. The next section is the water deva. Water deva. Feed my singing spirit. I am a water deva overseeing, overlighting, and tending precious wetlands, waterfalls, rivers, lakes, seas, sources, wells, and underground springs. I am angelic in nature and guide the movements, flow, and creation of water elementals, fairies, and undines. I express the highest octave of water, which is crystalline light. I flourish with your appreciation, love, and tender care of my spirit and beauty. This energizes me. Connect with me at the waters by listening to my music and watching sparkles of sunlight play on my surface. Water sings. When I listen to water, I hear beautiful symphonies of chiming sounds and tones sung by the water devas and fairies, elementals, dragons, whales, and mermaids. These tones and frequencies sing me and the waters back into balance and sweetness. Sound can change embedded memories and lift old experiences from our molecules. We can sing to water to energize the water elementals and help them remember their origins as wild water. Songs, tones, music, and loving intentions have been scientifically proven to alter the very structure of water, including the memory it holds. This applies to waterways as well as water in our body. Vibrations transform. Sound, flower essences, crystals, and loving intentions are all powerful medicine for water. Our loving sound frequencies and sacred geometry offerings shift water. Water that is polluted or is ignored or mishandled carries violent memories, but can restore its memory of wellness and return to a healthy state through shifting its energy vibration. So this is a message from the water devas. We must celebrate the waters and life itself. Joy must fill the banks of the rivers, the ocean shores, the waterfalls, and still lakes. Human dances, ceremonies, and songs feed the energy of the elementals and spirit of the waters. Marshall Jack, a Paiute and Washoe medicine man and ceremonial leader, says that our main purpose as humans is to nurture the planet of Earth. We travel together to communities in Santa Fe, Sedona, Mount Shasta, Vancouver Island, Houston, the state of Oregon, Ukiah, Arcata, and Oceanside, California, among others, to share ways to nurture and energize water and return to a sacred relationship with Mother Earth. During our travels, I began channeling the voice of the water devas. She is an overlighting angel for water. Here is a message from her. We are so grateful that you believe in us, the spirits of the living waters, because when you believe in us, you bring energy to all of us and what we can create. When we are energized, we can fulfill our purpose of pure, clear water. In other words, we need you. We need you to take part in nurturing our beautiful planet. Open your heart, become co-creators with us. The spirit of water needs to be honored and recognized by all. Mother Earth will honor those who honor her. Take time each day to bless the essence of life, the water. It is of the utmost importance that we learn to honor the life that we have been given. It is time to wake up to the waters. We are water. Water holds the divine feminine aspect of creation, attuned to the grandmothers of creation to feel the frequencies of love and blessings. Come down to the water's edge and listen. Open your ears to the sounds of the water. There are zillions of different sounds because these are the elementals singing, chiming, toning, talking, playing, and being magic. Enjoy our music. Let it take you over so you can feel us and be with us. Open your heart further by singing, toning, chanting with us. We love your songs too, and we can feel you come deeper into your being when you sing. So sweet you are. We love your offerings of flowers and crystals. They enliven our frequencies and bring sweet memories into our bubbles of phosphorescence. We can use flower frequencies for healing what is imbalanced. The flowers feed us and we feed the flowers. The cycle continues, flowing and flowering. We are crystalline in nature. We remember all that touches us and receive all with grace. It is time to celebrate us with us. Come, dance, sing, play with us. We are ready, willing, waiting for engagement with humans. We are you, you are us, we are one. We are here to awaken joy, rebirth in the hearts of all, to purify your becoming. Our first medicine wheel for water, a water wheel that came through Marshall's visions, was created in Ojo Caliente, New Mexico, near Santa Fe. I connected with a water deva from a healing spring. She appeared to me as a huge, colorful, flowing spirit. She held a green and blue sphere in her palms. On closer inspection, I saw her holding the earth in her hands. Was she Gaia herself? Previously, I had a vision of Gaia as a giant mermaid. During the making of the water wheel, the water deva helped us determine the best location for it on the land. We prepared the area. The water deva told me how to set the sacred geometry pattern for the water wheel so the energy would spin in the most beneficial direction. She asked us to flip over our design and change the direction of the spin. We drew curved lines in the sand to amplify the energy movement. She wanted to energy flow back into the earth in the center of the medicine wheel. The energy flowed beautifully after her input in our activating ceremony. The water wheel became a stunning sacred geometry portal embedded in the earth with sand and gravel and a circle of 6 clear quartz crystals that helped circulate the life force energy the water elementals could use. Many lovely ceremonies were held in this high desert water wheel. Another water deva asked me to be one of the voices for the spirit of the healing source waters of the Oxbow Healing Spring by the Columbia River at Cascade Locks. I took this role humbly and with great honoring of her beauty, medicine, and purpose. Later, I recognized that the spring was considered sacred womb waters for the Columbia River by the indigenous people of the gorge. Enormous efforts by numerous water keepers resulted in the protection of her waters from the Nestle's Corporation. They were intent on buying up exclusive water rights for a bottling water facility. I spent time attuning to the subtle power of her healing medicine, love, and wisdom. She offered renewal, healing of my heart and womb, and comfort. My experience of her was one of joy, delight, magic, and a sense of expansion and great light. I felt received by her as she honored my feminine feeling nature. Her name is Shalea, and when I sang her name, she came alive. I brought others to the spring to meet and sing with her. At Prairie Star Meadows, the water deva spoke to us in loud and clear, unexpected ways. I followed my intuition and let my feelings guide me to form a relationship with the water deva of our seasonal creek called Dry Creek. She called me to sing to her, spend time, be present with her, and connect my heart with her. The water deva gave her name to my landmate, Mirila. Devic names are made of sounds. They want you to sing to them. So I began to sing Mirila back to her. I noticed her glow strengthening as I spent more time with her, singing, being, blessing, and appreciating. When I first met the water deva of Dry Creek, she seemed veiled or muffled, as if covered in gauze. Neglect seemed to dilute her radiance. I've seen this quite often. Water devas become veiled or muffled due to congested or disrupted energy or neglect. They seem to lose their shining, radiant, crystalline qualities. Water devas and nature spirits can mirror back our own personal experiences as well until all can be transformed into light. Chanting Marilla's name fed and energized her in the creek. Singing her name gave her a sweet incantation of joy. My chant for her goes like, Marilla is dancing, dancing, singing, singing. Marilla is dancing, dancing, singing, singing. I used a scale of notes that falls like water flowing down rocks. Water elementals resonate with sound vibrations and communicate through feeling vibrations. Singing opened my heart and created a way to bond with Mirilla, as well as open myself to expressing my true feelings. Fed by attention, Marilla gradually built strength through our interaction. I was fed and nourished in return. My body would experience a flush of energy immediately after I sang her songs or offered her mica, water, or flower offerings. Flushes of feeling sensation were one way she communicated her gratitude to me and gave me healing in return. Being with water has helped me dive deeper into emotional places that are hidden in the subconscious realms. At times, my tears flowed and my heart softened to greater experiences of love and communion. I felt safe and renewed in Marilla's gentle, watery presence. During my interaction with Marilla, I purchased a beautiful quartz crystal with rainbow plays of color. I realized that the crystal reminded me of her, so I gave it to her by placing it in her waters at the shore. As soon as I placed the crystal in her waters, I felt a huge shift of energy, as if Marilla became crystalline and radiant as she exploded with beauty. Her whole energy field expanded with bright light. This crystalline energy was a key to unlocking her consciousness. Her radiance was contagious as I experienced a quick, powerfully expansive, crystalline heart opening, too. I became a water deva radiating my spiritual light. Something opened on the land that day. The beautiful, radiant energy continued to broadcast a lovely resonance of healing waters throughout the whole valley. A great place to begin connecting with water devas is by creeks, rivers, waterfalls, and smaller waterways. You will encourage interaction through song, sound, music, offerings, and delightful expressions, engaging your playful, wild imagination. Not only is it a blessing to offer your gratitude to the sweet beauty of a place and the water deva, you will receive back so much more. They heal you when you show up. Water devas are singing you home. Co-creating with water devas. This is a water deva ritual from the water devas. Go to a waterway, quiet your mind, and listen to my tones, chimes, songs, and vibrational frequencies. Ask me what I am called. Then sing my name, my vibrational signature, back to me as a deeply felt melody. Sing back to my origins, my source waters. Sing water deva names. Ask and listen to the water to discover the name or vibrational sound signature of the water near you. Whatever sound flows from your voice is the perfect name to sing, regardless of what others hear. Or use these chants below to align with your regional water deva. Let the notes resonate through your voice by opening your heart to the language of nature, to feelings. So the water deva chant for the Ox Springs deva in Oregon is Shaleya, Shaleya, Shaleya. And Dry Creek Mosier, it's Marilla, Marilla, Marilla. The Mosier Creek, Oregon deva is Ambreja. Ambreja, Ambreja, Ambreja. And you can sing these however you like. Honor the source waters. When you bless the water at its source, the wild water and drinking water, everything and everyone downstream will benefit. Research the location of the beginning source of your water. The water source, visit the water source if you can, or imagine you are there at the mountain glacier, the deep spring, the lake, the reservoir, the river source, or rain catchment. Make offering to the source water devas with song, yellow flowers, crystals, and mica to honor the source of water with love, appreciation, and gratitude. Connect your heart with your source waters. Open yourself to feeling and experiencing the subtle energy and light movement at the source. Trust what you experience, especially how you feel. You may feel a transfer of energy pass between you and the water deva, or a sense of flowing water or higher octave light. Open to colors, emotions, waves of energy, visuals, and voices. Offer gratitude for this connection. When you feel complete, thank the water deva and ask the circle to be complete. Release the spirits. Make notes and draw in your land journal. Next section is mermaid. Mermaid, flow with sparkly effervescence. Be effervescent like me. My pleasure, bliss, and delicious vivacity are yours. I give myself freely. Even when you're grieving or stuck, I'm here to help you. Experience the ebb and flow of your true feelings and currents of your desires. You are meant to be in the flow of life, the great mystery. If you're not feeling in the flow, it is time for healing rebirth. Imagine me swimming by your side in your heart or circling your creation center, your womb or hara, to offer healing, flow, and pleasure. The mermaid Scylla says, believe in all spirits. We are real. I was sitting by the Hood River at Tucker Park when I sensed something magical and invisible swimming towards me from the far side of the river. I opened my awareness and asked, who are you? I felt mermaid energy. She told me her name was Britta and she was a mermaid. I sat up straighter and asked her why she came to me. I listened to her words. I want you to tell people that I am real, and then they will take care of the water. My heart softened into her request. I told her I'd do what I could and thanked her for coming to me. I felt very happy to meet her. The mystical realms merged with my world in a new way. A mermaid asked me to help care for water. Something broke free as she asked for my help. The elementals, fairies, and nature spirits of Mother Earth needed me and others to become more involved in taking care of the water. Mermaids and humans need each other. We are being asked to be in a co-creative relationship. I was in a position to help, and that is why she chose to talk to me. Rita wants people to believe in her and other water beings and fairies. She thinks this will encourage people to be more careful with how they treat waters. I believe this too. We are all remembering how it is to hold a sense of sacredness within ourselves and for Gaia, strengthening our relationships with mermaids and the spirit of water creates a bond of love and gratitude. It can be as simple as offering our loving presence to a lake or waterfall, swimming with delight like a mermaid in a pool, or placing flower petals in a bowl of water to show our love and affection. And per Britta's request, I share my story to encourage us to consider offering spiritual or physical stewardship of the waters and deepen our relationship with her, her friends, and Mother Earth. Britta helped me write a book called Secrets of Umbrella, a magical mertale that offers magical adventures and fun teachings about stewarding the water and opening to our intuitive feeling of nature. Working with mermaids and fairies makes stewarding and caring for the water much more fun. Mermaids are playful and good communicators, and they bring us joy. After meeting Britta, I began teaching others to meet their own mermaid or merman. People really enjoy getting in touch with their mermaid as a spirit guide and creating a new relationship. It helps us see ourselves more clearly. I have taken people on mermaid whitewater rafting trips on the White Salmon River with river guides to connect people with the spirit of the wild water. Mermaids want to be our friends and co-create with us to enhance our feelings of bliss and joy and desire to create for the waters. They want us to heal our hearts and feel. When we give to the waters, we are flooded with a waterfall of abundance in return. In a shamanic journey with mermaid Britta, she led me deep into the water to a place where the water fairies and elementals cleanse and clear what doesn't belong in the river. I saw a room with a stone well full of a substance that they were using to transmute toxins in the water. Was this how elementals were adapting to modern day pollution, inventing new substances to combat what humanity created? They called the substance enveloping serum. It was blue-green and metallic colored etheric substance that looked like it had stalactites and stalagmites inside. They told me that enveloping serum could be placed in waterways in your body and in the ocean to detox and heal. In a workshop I taught at the 2005 Fairy and Human Relations Congress on mermaid, Britta, and water elementals, I led a group of people on a shamanic journey by the Hood River. We followed Britta deep in the water and learned that water elementals had many more substances than they use to heal water. After the journey, we shared our experience. Several people saw the exact same structure underwater, the water temple. Since then, I have placed drops of flower essences, vibrational remedies, and enveloping serum in rivers, oceans, waterfalls, and other waterways to help to restore the water to its pristine, pure, wild energy. It was a chance for the water to receive a specific frequency that it was missing or needing more of. At Panther Creek Falls in Washington, I met another mermaid. Her name is Scylla. Her tail has green, red, and gold-colored scales, and her hair is golden. She dances in the water and uses her tail to pleasure ride over the falls. She's very peppy and performs flips, loops, spirals, and shimmies up logs like a skateboarder. In the etheric realms, I swam through the waterfall and waters with her at blinding speed, feeling effervescent bubbles through the water. I could feel the aliveness of every drop of water against my skin. This swim was truly sublime. Scylla loves to laugh and splash water at me. Of course, this is all happening beyond the third dimension, so I wasn't getting wet. She reminded me of my childhood when I did synchronized swimming, a choreographed dance in the pool. I was 10 years old and I loved dancing with a circle of girls in the water. Our group dressed in matching blue bathing suits with white swirls, white bathing caps, and bright red lipstick for our big performance. Music, water, dancing, and splashing, what bliss. I asked Scylla what she wanted to say to humans. She said, believe in all spirits, we are real. She suggested we enjoy more pleasure. Pleasure is good. Scylla looked at me and said I was beautiful and colorful. I never thought I'd hear that from a mermaid. Scylla and her friends wanted to help me find more work, play, balance. One day, they followed me home on a hot day after a delicious dip in the local Mosher swimming hole down the road. They kept swimming around me until I listened to their advice. The pleasure hour. This is from the mermaids. We want you to do something fun and pleasurable every day for 1 hour. We want you to call it the pleasure hour, although it can last way longer than 1 hour. And at the end of the day, write about what you did. I wrote about my luscious swim that day and vowed to swim with them more often. After that, I took more time to consider what part of my day was purely for pleasure. I ate more strawberries, lay with my belly on the earth, took time to sit in the sun, slowed down, enjoyed whatever I was doing more. A few months later, the mermaids from Mosier Creek joined me in creating a flower essence formula called Chalice Womb Essence. I made the formula with a beautiful pinkish purple, green banded Mariposa lily that grows wild all over the dry hills in summer. I felt the energy of Mother Mary in the beautiful cup-shaped lily as I sat with the wildflower. The essence is for enlightening and awakening the womb space and encouraging the expression of creativity and pleasure. Mermaids were helping me lighten up, play, and reclaim my sacred feminine self with more pleasurable experiences. I enjoy the contrasting yet compatible messages of Britta and Scylla. Take care of the water and play and have more fun at the same time. Feel your body and Earth's body want you to feel bliss and pleasure. That is the function of your womb and hara, your creative power and pleasure center, second chakra. Open to your pleasure, your personal mermaid or merman, and the mermaids at waterways. The expression that you need to see it to believe it is an old expression. No longer holds water. You currently live in a world where you can believe in mermaids and then you will see them everywhere. Have fun with that and bring your inner child along. Co-creating with mermaids. So the mermaid ritual, this is from the mermaids. Place gifts of yellow flowers or crystals by water. Tap 5 times on the water surface with your fingertips. And chant mer, mer. Open to fluid, flowing feeling sensations or flashing sparkles of color. That's me. Honoring mermaids and mermen. Here are some fun ways to open to mer people. Swim as if you are a mermaid or merman. Wear pearls or place pearls on an altar for them. Wear turquoise clothing to connect with waters. Give yellow flowers and crystals as gifts. Grow sunflowers for mermaids and mermen. Call upon a mermaid to help you through an emotional healing process. Ask for a dream with a merman, maid, or water elemental. Take a mermaid pleasure hour today. Feel your feelings. Be bubbly and effervescent. And this is a pearl meditation. Go within and find your inner pearl. Ask your mermaid or merman to guide you there. Your pearl is a place within that has been transformed through trauma, struggle, irritation, and hardship. Your pearl is the you that is magical, beautiful, and colorful because of your life's challenging experiences. See your pearl now. Bask in its beauty. Celebrate and honor yourself. Hold up your pearl to join a circle, a full strand of pearls, with all the mer people to make a precious pearl necklace. Mer people rejoice in your beauty and presence in a circle of love. And this is the Mer Water Blessing song. Whoops. I think I'll turn on the musician to sing it for you. This is a chant song to bless and call in the mermaids and mermen and honor the waters. It's a mer calling and blessing song. Mermaid, merman, come to me. I am ready to believe. Bring your magic and your pearls so I can help you in your world. I'll do that once more. Mermaid, merman, come to me. I am ready to believe. Bring your magic and your pearls so I can help you in your world. Water, water, come to me. I am ready to receive. Bring your bubbles and your waves so I can feel more magic waves. Water, water, come to me. I am ready to receive. Bring your bubbles and your waves so I can feel more magic waves. And that completes chapter 6 of my book. Thank you for joining me for all this water magic, and have a beautiful day. Thank you.